guys, welcome to today's video. So I am recording, I haven't done this yet, which I'm kind of sad about. I'm recording just a monthly update, I guess, on baby Matthew. So we'll start with month 1 since I actually haven't done this yet, and go all the way to month 5. I can't believe how big he's getting and how it's already 5 months. It's so crazy. I have this book here, and it's from Blossom and Pear. It's called the Hello Little Love book, and I got it in the gray. So it's a really nice memory book for him, and I'll give it to him when he's older. So it goes from 1 month all the way to I think like 5 years. Yeah, 5 years. But once like the first year's over, it does a lot less in-depth stuff. So when he was a month old, he did a lot of sleeping and eating, as most 1-month-olds do. He really loved his like car rattles and like the monkey rattle. He could track Matthew and I, so like if we were moving back and forth, he could track us. I'm going to be a little less in-depth about these first few months and then get more in-depth as I go, just so this video is not like super long. Some of his favorite things to do were be held and talked to. He's always been looking around. He looks around all the time. Even now, he's just like always so observant of everything around him. And for his most memorable moment, we have that he came home. We brought him home, obviously, and meeting Lily. So a little story is that when we first brought him home, Lily like was not a fan. She barked at him. I was really nervous that we were gonna have to get rid of Lily, and she ended up really warming up to him. And so like when I would feed him and stuff, she'd come sit with us on the chair and kind of like snuggle up to him. So it was really sweet, and she still gets along with him really well. So I'm really glad that that worked out. So at 2 months, he was still tracking toys and tracking Matthew and I. He could turn his head towards sounds, and he talked a lot. Lots of cooing. It was so sweet. He loves to move around, still loves to move around, always moving, never stops. I am like probably gonna lose 10 pounds when he starts walking and crawling, because he's just gonna be on the go all the time, which is gonna be awesome. He was also such a good sleeper. He slept from like 8 p.m. till 5 a.m., which is so crazy because he does not do that at all now. But that's alright. He was taking scheduled naps, and our most memorable moment that month was taking him to his first Cubs game, and they won 9-0 against the Reds. We also have a video on that, so if you guys want to see when we took him to his first Cubs game, we have a whole video from our Chicago trip. So for 3 months, he was able to hold his head up and roll from tummy to back. He could play with the toys, so like he has one of those things that you lay down in, and there's like kind of toys that dangle down at him. I think it's called like an activity center, and he would like bat at them and like swing his hand at them so that he could move them around. He would find things funny, so he actually first like kind of laughed when we were in Chicago, which was really fun. I think we have that on video too, so I think it's in that video. He could scoot around at that point in his walker, which is crazy. Like, I feel like that was just yesterday. We put him in his walker for the first time, and we had to like stuff a little blanket behind him so that he wouldn't fall backwards. He loved it. He would scoot around in his walker, and right now we have the walker put up because of the Christmas tree, and I don't want him to knock it over. We had him in his walker, and his little toes could hardly touch the ground, but he was so insistent that he did it, and he would just scoot his little self around. He was so slow at first, but he got way faster since. He still likes to do this. He loves to have you lay on your back and then put him on your knees and lift him up and down on your knees or on your feet. And he just thinks that's the funniest thing. But I remember when we first did it, he would always like laugh so hard. It was so funny. So this, at 3 months old, was when he started his little like sleep regression, I guess you could call it. When he started sleeping only in the bed, and then also started sleeping. He only would sleep for naps if he was being held. That's kind of when that started, and we're still working on that. And our most memorable moment, which we also have a vlog on, was Matthew being baptized into the Catholic Church That was a really special day for us, and we have it all on video, so be sure to go check that out. So for 4 months, which would have been this past month, when he turned 4, so I don't really know how you're supposed to do it, but I just write it for like when they turn that age, and then I do stuff from the past month. So I don't know if that's really how you're supposed to do it, but that's how I've been doing it. So for 4 months, it was like when he turned 4 months old, even though it's not about like stuff that he did when he was 4 months old. It was really about stuff that he did when he was 3 months old. I don't really get how you're supposed to do it, but I just did it this way and it's been working for me. His favorite toys at the time, and he still loves them, Sophie the giraffe, that little Sophie Teether giraffe, and the Elmo crinkle book. He really loves the crinkle book. He likes the way that it feels. He also really likes in his bed, his like covers, they're kind of feel like the crinkle book, not quite, like they're a lot more comfortable than that, but he likes to scratch at it and he likes the sound of that. He laughs so hard when Matthew tickles him. So I don't know how he does it, but he gets him to just like die laughing, and it was the cutest thing. The first time I saw it happen was when I went upstairs with Matthew to get the baby changed. We were just like hanging out together, and he started to tickle him and like change his clothes and change his diaper, and it was so cute to see them play together and how funny baby thought that Matthew was being, because I've never seen him laugh so hard. He still really likes to play in the walker. He's also been exclusively breastfed. So we have been breastfeeding for 5 months now, and it's been so awesome. He's done such a good job, even though we discovered he had a lip tie, and we have not gotten that revised yet, but he's clearly gaining weight just fine, and so we're not super worried about it, but I do think we are going to get that revised soon. If you have any experience with that, leave any tips or anything down below. It is just like so crazy to me how fast this first, like, I guess year is going, but the first like 5 months have gone so fast. It's hard to believe he'll already be halfway through his first year in January. I just think it's crazy how much their brains develop during this time. He went from just kind of being like this little person that just kind of like sat with us and being held and all this stuff, to now he like looks around and is so observant and just like learning everything and like soaking it all in. He's like super close to crawling right now, so that's his big thing right now, is trying to figure out how to crawl. And it's so crazy the things that you're proud of your kid for. Silly, but for them it's so big. It's holding his toys really well and bringing them to his mouth with better control. And this month he learned to say dada. That's crazy. He can say a word. And he says it all the time now. Every morning when he wakes up, he's just like da 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 all morning, and it's so cute. And just everything that he has learned is so crazy. I just can't even believe how fast time is going, and I know it's only gonna continue to go faster from here. I love that he interacts with us so much now, and I'm excited to see what he does the next few months. I know that there's a lot of big milestones coming up. Eating his first solids and walking and crawling and sitting up. He's so close. He can sit like in a tripod, hands on out in front of him, but can't really sit up how adults sit up. So he's really close to doing that, and all of it is just so much fun. And we are so lucky to have such a healthy, sweet little boy. And be sure you guys give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more mommy videos about baby Matthew, or I could also do like newborn must-haves, cloth diapering videos, any of that. So just leave that in the comments below what you guys want to see more of from me. Be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you are notified every time we post videos. We love to see and interact with you guys. Also follow us over on our social media accounts. We now have a Facebook page and we have an Instagram, and we both have Twitters, although we don't often post on those. Yeah, so you can always be notified there also, and we may do some exclusive stuff on Facebook or on Instagram. I post a lot of my stories, so if you guys go follow us there to keep updated, we'll have the links down in the description. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll see you soon.